Hey there, Broniacs. Welcome back to Bronze Over Brains. I'm your man, Bronson Layton, of course, and it is so great to see you guys. Today, I am in my school's library, just taking some time off to study, and I figured, why don't I have a little talk with you about something special? Before I get started, I can't believe I'm wearing this mask talking to you, but since I'm in a public place using a tiny room, the policy goes that I have to, prevent COVID spread or whatever, and I have to respect that, and I do. But man, if you couldn't tell already, the moisture is fogging up my glasses. I'm going to be talking to you a lot with foggy glasses. But other than that fact, let's just get to it. Today, Broniacs, I would like to talk to you about something special. And if you can't read the board due to this fading marker, I'm going to be talking to you about autism in the classroom. Now, I'm not going to be lecturing you about the aspects of autistic children or whatever, but I will give you a personal experience that will be connected to this concept. Now, whether you're in elementary school, high school, or a college student, such as myself, you'll find that the classroom is full of diverse people. And in this day and age, that's to be expected. The number one rule about diversity is acceptance. And in this case, the topic for diversity is going to be focusing on autism. In a variety of ways, children are shown to express their creativity in the classroom while handling academic affairs. And while that is the case for everyone involved, the teacher has to take notice for certain students who require accommodations. Say, like, for example, if there was a student who had an attention span of a fly, he or she could take notice of someone joking around rather than focusing on the schoolwork. What do you think this student is going to be focusing on the most? The joker or the assignment? Easily guessed, this student will focus on the jokester. Now, I'm going to have to do the rest of this vlog without glasses. Now, there are a lot of times when teachers believe that the student is behaving this way on purpose, but if the teacher is not aware of this student's perspective or whatever, then it is up to the teacher to actually engage with the students themselves. And by that, I don't really mean the teachers approaching the students and asking them what their deal is. No. On that note, you have to let the student come to you and tell you what kind of issues they are having. This is all about confidentiality, and that's very important. But what I was referring to was a teacher is very observant. And although the teacher may have ideas about this student having a certain disability, then that's all they pretty much can do. I'm not an instructor yet, but if there are any instructors out there watching this video, I want you to listen from an autistic's perspective so they can come to you. When I was in high school, I had a little bit of trouble actually understanding the teacher's instructions because I was easily confused as to whether the teacher wanted me to write an essay about either William Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet, or if the essay had to be about Romeo and Juliet, but a deeper critical analysis. I didn't know if that actually meant I had to be concise in my essay or simple in the essay, in layman's terms. I mean, you have to give some kids a break. It was high school. You don't expect high school students to write a dissertation or anything. So what I did was I approached my teacher and I asked her if she could thoroughly explain to me the aspects of the assignment. She politely obliged, and even though it took 30 to 45 minutes for her to explain to me the details, I slowly began to understand, and she was patient with me the whole time, and I felt comfortable about doing the homework. And then a week later, I turned in the assignment, got a 96 on it, and that's pretty much all there is to it in the case of dealing with autistic students. Now, I can't say that I have the instructor's point of view when dealing with students like me, because I'm going to try to be an instructor within the next 2 years. That's what I'm working on right now. But if I was the teacher and I noticed that a student needed help understanding, like deeper understanding than most of the other students who got it instantly, I would actually try not to overcomplicate the lecture. I would hand everyone out a piece of paper explaining what certain terms mean in a work and lay it out there in the easiest manner possible. Now, everybody wants to understand everything that's being told to them, and there's nothing wrong with that. Simplicity is better than not knowing at all. Without knowing anything, it's just kind of a waste of a lecture. So you really want to engage with your students and make the lecture fun, and at the same time, you want them to learn something. Entertainment and education is kind of my philosophy. I like to mash that together. The principle, of course, is me educating all of you with humor. See, I can be awkward sometimes in my speech, but of course, that's just who I am. It's about character. It's about not overstepping, and it's about being calm and just laid back and just be friendly. Add a little friendliness into your attitude. And I hope anyone watching this video, instructor or student, or even a parent, can benefit from my perspective of autism in the classroom. I have a friend from here at college who wants to share her testimony about autism in the classroom, and she is currently a music teacher, and I just think that you all are going to love what she has to say, so I'm going to let her take it away and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Katie Morris, and I am a graduate of Jacksonville State University in 2018, and I am now a music teacher in Albany, Georgia. Growing up with autism, or for me, I'm on the Asperger's level of the spectrum. Yes, it was very difficult for me, and yes, I did feel different by my peers, but I feel like it's a little bit more than that. It started out in my childhood. I definitely felt like it was a difficulty in my childhood, because when you're around kindergarten age, and maybe pre-K in some cases, That's when you're supposed to develop friendships and relationships, right? Well, that was not such an easy case for me. And there were girls in my neighborhood I was trying to become friends with. And when I had been told that my mannerisms or my communication was not what it was supposed to be, I was constantly asking my family, what's wrong with me? What's going on with me? Why am I so different? I mean, it was a hard truth to believe that I actually am on the spectrum. I can say that. But then again, I feel thankful to have it because I have a gift. I now am able to teach kids in a new way. And then again, growing up, the interactions became harder and harder and harder and harder. And I've just finally got to a point where I was wondering, well, I just can't pinpoint what my differences are. I just don't know what it was or anything. I could not pinpoint, oh, well, I said this differently, or what could I have done differently? What could have I said differently? And then I realized maybe it's not me, maybe it's the autism. In high school, there was nothing really to manage, and there was more managing to do in college because I was becoming an adult, becoming my own person. And I mean, in high school, it was actually pretty decent. I went through to both proms, and really my only insecurities was about girls around me, but I focused more on going to college. I focused more on my own progress by my senior year. And then by the time I got to JSU, I mean, it was fun at first, especially during marching season. It was a blast through my freshman year of college. And by the time I got to my sophomore year of college, that point through my junior year, things just started really going down for me, especially with my peers and my dating life. I really didn't know how to deal with it because I couldn't pinpoint what the problem was. I could not pinpoint, well, I could have said something differently. What could I have done differently? More just, I want to do the right thing. What is the normal way? I want to do things the normal way. And if I did, maybe I would be more respected, treated better. I don't know. But then I realized I was with the wrong people. So I felt really, really lonely. One day I woke up and I decided I'm going to go to counseling. I think it's time that I did that. And so I went to Miss Nix, and I had been talking to her for about 3-ish years, and then I graduated, and I feel like I am in the happiest place of my life right now. I have a good job. I have a sweet new man in my life. I have good friends. I have some family down here, or some people that I can see being my family. And I could not be more grateful that I have overcome the stuff that I went through in college. I cannot be more grateful that I got myself to where I am now, and that sometimes that change, it starts with you. Overcoming these difficulties starts with you shifting your thinking. My advice for those who are on the spectrum and going into the work world, I've got 2 words for you. Search everywhere. You might be really surprised at where you find your job. You might even be surprised of what goes into your life. It feels amazing teaching kids. It really does. It has actually, it's given me life. It's given me different perspectives of kids, and especially those who are on the spectrum themselves. And when I'm teaching them, I can connect with those children on a deeper level because I've gone through probably some things that they have gone through. And I hope that they can learn from me as much as I'm learning from them.
Wow. What a testimony that was indeed. Thank you so much, Katie, for explaining to us what autism was like for you as a student and now as a teacher. I know you are enjoying educating little ones on musical notes and tempos and everything. I was never born to be a music student, but I did learn many things in marching band. Well, I'm going to close this video off here. I just wanted to do this video for all of you out there who had questions about what a certain autistic's point of view in the classroom is like. And I still get accommodations just like your children or your friends would get if they have a certain disability. One more time, thank you so much, Katie. Everybody, please show Katie some love for her testimony. She did an excellent job in presenting herself to us, and I'm gonna go ahead and give her a hand right now. And she obviously has achieved so much, and it's just awesome to hear and collaborate with other autistics on this sort of thing. So, until next time, Broniacs, I'm Bronson Layton. This is Bronze Over Brains, always reminding you to stay brawny. See you guys later.